Hello and welcome to the Survival to Success podcast. In this podcast, I help you to break free from those things that limit you and hold you back that you may not even be aware of. And this will help you to unlock your true potential in every area of your life. Hi, I'm your host, Diane. I am a health coach and a hypnotherapist. And today we are diving into a topic that affects so many of us. So why do we quit on ourselves? And why do we struggle to finish the programs and the things that we start? Well, the truth is, it's time now to uncover the secrets behind why and how we self-sabotage and to discover the path to lasting transformation. And so why is this topic so important? Well, think about all the times that you have started something new, like it could be a new fitness plan or a healthy eating program, but you couldn't quite stick with it until the end. And so it could be very frustrating for you because you might feel like you're not good enough or somehow that you're not capable of finishing things that you start. And what most people don't know is that there is deeper subconscious reasons for this that we are completely blind to, and it is not our fault. But don't worry, because understanding and overcoming this subconscious self-sabotage is a crucial step towards achieving your goals and then beginning to feel proud because you will be achieving goals and actually getting to your accomplishments that you want. So imagine this, you're in a race and you're running towards your goals, and just as you're about to reach the finish line, something holds you back. You start doubting yourself, you feel maybe overwhelmed, and eventually just give up. And you know what? The truth is, we've all been there. And it is time to break free from this self-defeating pattern. This is why I've included this very topic in my 8-week reset program, because it's a total game changer to peel away this layer in our journey towards personal growth and in feeling our best. So no matter if you're going for health goals, wealth goals, or relationship goals, this self-sabotaging and self-defeating pattern gets in the way. And so the questions I want you to ask yourself, sometimes I ask people, why is it that you're not achieving your health goals? And the answer I get is, I don't know. And I don't know is not a valid answer. Because you really do know. You really do know why. The question is, why are you deluding yourself? And what are your list of reasons that you don't actually have the health that you want? Take out a pen and paper and write it down. Why are you not at your goals, and what is stopping you? This is very important to pull this out. Take some quiet time to yourself, and then you will begin to see how you are deluding yourself. So now let me share a little bit about my own experiences with sabotaging myself. And oh boy, I have made many mistakes along the way. And so there was times where I gave up on my dreams too soon, and I made choices that weren't in alignment with my goals. So if I'm choosing to sit and drink coffee instead of exercise in the mornings, I'm making a choice that's not in alignment with my goals if I want to be fit, healthy, trim, strong, and energetic. If I want those goals, sitting on my duff is not going to help me to get there, whereas taking the time to get out and exercise is going to get me to my goals. And so, you know what? I've learned from all of those experiences that I've had. And so now I'm here. I worked 25 years in the medical system, so I've seen it all. I've also worked 8 years in fitness coaching and nutrition coaching. So I've heard all the excuses, and I've worked with all the the deeper issues that people have. And it's only in the last couple of years that I actually became a hypnotherapist and incorporated hypnosis into the work I do to really dig deep and to get down into some of those deeper layers that stop people from getting to their goals. So every experience that I have had, I have learned from it. Now I'm here to guide you so that you don't make the same mistakes. So for example, let's say if I'm working on a fitness and nutrition program to reset my health, let's say. I realize, oh my gosh, I've put on an extra 15, 20 pounds. I'm feeling really sore and achy and I don't feel well and my back pain's flared up, blah, blah, blah. I have all these things happening. Then I implement this program and then I realize I start skipping days. I have a day of bad eating, whatever happens. And then I started to realize when I wrote this down, it's like, what is stopping me from achieving my health goals? Well, the first thing was, I'm too busy with the kids. Or, work has been busy. It got in the way of my routine. And so I didn't have time. I was having a really tired day. So I was just too tired to do the things. Or the best excuse ever was people or circumstances, doesn't matter what it is, disrupted my routine and now I can't seem to get it back. This is the biggest excuse that I hear from people. And so for me, I had all of these excuses too, and I really felt they were valid reasons why I couldn't complete the program or why I couldn't do the thing I wanted to do. And so coaching and hypnotherapy played a huge role in my transformation. It helped me to dig deep and to uncover the reasons behind my self-sabotaging beliefs and behaviors. And through that coaching and hypnosis, I gained super powerful insight and I developed the tools to overcome my barriers. And let me tell you, the results for me have been absolutely life-changing. And I will share with you what my biggest discovery was, because when we say to people, what is it that's stopping you from getting to your health goals? People often will say, I don't know, which is not valid. But the deeper reason is often that they're blind to, or they don't realize until they really start doing the work, is just like my biggest discovery was worthiness. Deep down, I didn't feel like I was worth the bother. I didn't feel like I was worth all the effort that it took to be healthy. And so this is a really big deal, because if you have a subconscious belief of lack of worthiness, it will interfere with everything in your life, whether it is health, relationships, your wealth, your work, feeling capable of things. There's so many areas where peeling away the layer of lack of worthiness will completely transform your life. And it definitely did so for me. And I realized at one point, like I was having healthy shakes in the morning. And for me to take out the blender, to put the stuff in the blender, to throw the shake powder in the blender, and to make myself, throw the ice in there, I wasn't doing it. And I started asking myself, like, why am I not doing it? These shakes are delicious and I love them, but why am I not doing it? And so I was in the hot tub and relaxing and thinking to myself, like, what is stopping me from doing this? And it just hit me like a ton of bricks, because I didn't feel like I was worth the bother to take the time to put all that together, which was really only maybe 4 minutes to throw all that stuff in the blender. So this is just an example of how lack of worthiness stops us from doing the things that get us to our goals. And remember, I'm talking about health because I'm really focused on health as the foundation for all transformation. but it affects every single area of our life: health, wealth, and relationships. So now I want to talk to you a little bit about how I can help you to conquer this self-sabotaging behaviors, and more specific to health. And to try to understand why you've been quitting on yourself. So this is the thing, is there's triggers, there's beliefs, and there's subconscious thought patterns that lead to us giving up on ourselves. And so what's really important is that we use some kind of strategy that really digs into those layers and tries to peel it away in order to break free from all that self-sabotaging and limiting beliefs and excuses and reasons once and for all. And remember this, every single one of us, nobody is excluded from this. We all have subconscious programming from childhood that is not our fault. We were programmed from ages 0 to 7 with so many things that made us believe that we're not worthy of time, love, and attention. We all have that programming, whether we had a rough childhood, whether we've had an abusive childhood, whether we had a rough time at school, or we heard these things at church. Wherever, there is always something from our early childhood that made us feel like we're not worthy of time, love, and attention. And so none of that's our fault. However, now let me put this caveat in here now, because now that you're an adult, all of that programming is no longer an excuse, because you're an adult and you can make different choices. Take a moment to think about that. What we learned and what was programmed from ages 0 to 7 that's had an impact on our entire lives, we can stop, become aware of it. This is what I'm doing by doing this podcast. I am making you blatantly aware of the programming that's stuck in your subconscious, that you can do something about this, and you can make different choices. You can make different choices. And some of the clients that I've had in my beta version of my 8-week reset will agree that just making those changes and being able to stick to them has completely transformed their lives as well, both physically and mentally. So, but this podcast isn't just about me or my clients. It's about you, my dear listener. I want you to take away some practical insights and tools that you can use in your own life. And that's why I'm here, to empower you with the knowledge and skills to just conquer this self-sabotage once and for all, to overcome those obstacles and to achieve your goals. And not to have it be a struggle. I want it to achieve your goals and have it to be easy for you. So yes, a reminder, all of the excuses and reasons why that you don't have your health is all excuses. It is all subconscious programming, and it's all connected to your sense that you're worth it, that you're worth the time and the energy and the money to really focus and invest in your health right now. And so part of what I want you to do is, when you're listening to these podcasts, I want you to really be able to apply what I'm talking about to your life in a practical way. So things you can do is you can listen really carefully to what I'm saying and jot down some of the key points. Maybe reflect on the stories and insights shared in the episodes and see how it applies to your life. And then you can start small. You can focus on doing one small change at a time. Like, for example, I'm focused on health. So add one healthy habit to your daily routine and take away one bad habit. And remember that you don't have to do all of this alone, because you can reach out for support when you need it. Coaching and hypnotherapy are extremely powerful tools that you can use in your journey to overcome these limiting beliefs and self-sabotage. And I can definitely help you with this. And I incorporate both of these magical tools, so coaching and hypnotherapy, in my 8-week reset program that's really focused on doing a powerful reset of your health in 8 weeks. So remember, my friend, you have the power inside of you to rise above these limitations and self-sabotage, and you can create a life of fulfillment and also whatever version of success is for you. It is totally doable. And so if you have the support, you have somebody to work with, together with that person, you can rewrite some of those limitations, rewrite your story, overcome the barriers that have held you back, probably like it did for me, like your whole freaking life. Those deeper, buried subconscious beliefs of not being worthy. It's a big deal, very big deal. And also feeling like you're not capable of things. Because when you say, oh, I just can't do it, or I just can't seem to do this, or whatever excuses that you're telling yourself, if you look at the reasons why you're saying those things, it's that pretty much 100% of the time boils down to a lack of worthiness for those things. So I was going to attach for you a list of 10 things that will get you to, in a quiz, that will get you to review it and actually see if this 8-week reset, if in your life right now, that now is the time for you to hit that reset button, to join the 8-week reset program, and you will see that, yes, this is something that you should do. And so I will attach the link to this quiz below in the show notes, or in the area below here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just list those for you here so that you can ask yourself, do I need a reset of my health in my life right now? So the 10 items, I'll just tell you verbally, but I'll also have a printable PDF that you can find below on this episode. Number 1, do you notice that you have poor diet and nutrition habits? Number 2, do you have a sedentary lifestyle where you're not regularly exercising outside of your normal work? Number 3, do you have chronic stress? Do you feel like you have all these pressures of work, family, and obligations that's taking a toll on your emotional health, leading to anxiety or depression or other mental health concerns? Number 4, are you having concern with sleep? Do you seem to struggle with getting enough sleep, or do you sometimes sleep too much? Number 5, are you using substances? Are you using alcohol, prescription drugs for pain or other things, or other substances to cope with stress and worries? The truth is, you might be caught in a cycle of struggle that you're having a hard time getting out of. And that substance use is for numbing, including escaping to your computer, escaping to coffee, instead of doing, let's say, your exercise or whatever it is. Number 6, do you have chronic health conditions such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and chronic conditions requiring medication? Seven, do you have unhealthy coping mechanisms? Have you turned to things like emotional eating, the TV, or scrolling social media, or going on your computer? Are you being avoidant instead of dealing with, let's say, stress or doing the things in your program in a healthy way? And when we are involved in the cycle of unhealthy coping mechanisms, we might then be having regular feelings of disappointment and frustration with ourselves. Number 8, do you notice that you have a lack of self-care? Do you tend to put the needs of others before your own and neglecting your own needs, which then, of course, affects your physical or emotional health in the process? Number 9, Do you feel a lack of purpose or direction? Do you kind of question your purpose in life, leading to sometimes feeling dissatisfied or anxious or worried or even depressed? And the final one, which is number 10, do you have burnout? Do you feel like you're continually juggling multiple responsibilities, feeling exhausted and overwhelmed? Okay, so those 10 items, if you feel that you have 2 or more of those items, you'll definitely benefit from joining the 8-week Reset for Life program, because this Reset for Life program is completely new method of challenging a person by using coaching and the power of hypnosis to help a person realize, number 1, you can focus on self-care because you deserve it and you're worth it. And so you can learn how, in a very simple way, to feel empowered. Number 2, you could re-find your purpose and direction and rediscover yourself and have a whole new level of awareness. Number 3, you will reset your health completely. You might even get rid of your prescription medications over time if you're committed to this process. Number 4, you can improve your sleep, reduce your stress, get rid of the causes of burnout and struggle, and then make your life begin to feel easy. So this is what the Reset for Life program does, that we do, or that I do, in 8 weeks for my clients. And so these barriers that have held you back, they're buried in all of these 10 things. The sense of worthiness, that you're worth the time, you're worth love, that you're worth attention, that you're worth money, that you're worth investing in. So in conclusion, I want you to know that you're not alone on this journey. I am your advocate. I am your ally, and I'm the one who's here to support you every step of the way. I've been through all the ups and downs, the setbacks, the triumph, the self-sabotage, and I understand the challenges that you face. And so together we can navigate on this path towards truly having that optimal health and sense of well-being. So if you're ready to take the next step and you feel like you have 2 items on that checkoff list, remember I have included the quiz link in the notes below for you, then I invite you to check out my 8-week Reset program, because it is designed to provide you with the guidance, the support, and the tools to break free from self-sabotage and limiting beliefs and to create lasting change. And remember, if you're uncertain, if you need a reset in your life now, even after I listed those 10 things, please download that PDF, the quiz, and it will tell you, if you check off 2 or more items on that form, you will see for yourself that you will benefit from this 8-week health reset. So if you have questions, feel free to send me a direct message on social media, and I have all the links below, or you can email me at support@dianegoodmanson.com and ask any questions you have or to learn more. So if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and to like this episode. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining me today on the Survival to Success podcast. I want you to stay tuned for the next episode, where I will dig even deeper into this fascinating world of health and our subconscious mind. Remember, you are capable. You are capable of doing this. You're capable of greatness. And when you work with somebody and you do the coaching and the hypnosis seriously, you can totally unleash your full potential. Thank you again, and I will see you on the next episode.